I'm sitting here getting unloaded. So was another Sierra England driver. We were both running late here because there is just 50 million stop and go traffic slumps between here. Some of them are construction, some of them are going through the tunnel down in Maryland by Baltimore. Um, just 50 million slow ups between here and there. And I don't know how it's possible, but last night before I stopped, I could have might been able to drive about another hour had I just finished out my half-hour break. But I saw something that I didn't even think was even possible. I had more time on my 11-hour clock than I did on my 14, and I don't even know how that's possible. That has to be a glitch because I have never ever seen that ever happen. That is just weird to see. So, um, that has to be a glitch because that shouldn't even be possible. So, anyway, getting my first load unloaded right now, and then I got to go up here, up by Syracuse, and get my next load, which is going almost 3,000 miles away to somewhere in California. I hadn't even looked up where exactly what part of California I'm going to, whether or not it's going to be in the LA area or like the San Diego or area or something. I have no idea, but it's going to be in California. So I know I'll be taking 80 for a few days. And as soon as I get out of this area, I can just drive because I know once I get on 80 on the turnpikes and all that, I can just cruise and I can just drive my clock out each day. But I've only got, I'm going to be running recaps before I get there, guaranteed. Because I have 28 hours left, just shy of 29 hours left on my 70. And you know that I'm going to be running recaps before I get to California. And I don't know if they're going to have me do a 34 when I get there or just send me run recaps. We'll see how they do that. So, I always try to run 10 to 11 hour drive shifts when possible. Last night I couldn't. It was just the way things worked out. But I always try to drive my time out. You have to do that because then if you have to run off of recaps, you want a full set of hours coming back to you on that 8th day. Because if you only drive 2 or 3 hours in a day, 8 days later you got to run recaps. You only get 3 hours coming back to you. That could really screw you up. So you always want to drive a full drive shift whenever you can. So we'll see how long I'm here at the dock. It didn't take them long for me to load me up where I got loaded, and I wouldn't think it would take them that long to unload me. And well, it's funny, those both my straps and both my load locks had come loose back there. So I don't know if I'm dropping this trailer or if I'm getting live loaded. What does this thing say? Workflow, new. I leave here and go to this place in Baldwinsville, New York, which is up by Syracuse. And it's a live, I'm getting live loaded. So I'll use this same trailer. And I'm going to another Anheuser-Busch. And then I'm going to Montclair, California. I'm not sure where that's at. Where's my we'll look this up. Where am I going to? Montclair, California. Some of you might know where it's at because you may have been there, but I haven't. Montclair. MON. It doesn't appear to be on the list. Monroe and Montgomery. Montreal. Nope. Modesto. That don't help me. So, oh wait. I was looking at the wrong damn thing. This is what I need to be looking at. California. Montclair. E14. Okay. How many of you guys know where that's at? I don't think I should be on, let's see. Montclair. It's right near Highway 10. So it's going to be in the LA area. So I'm going to LA. I'll be right off the Highway 10. And Montclair is right close to Ontario. Okay. Cool. That'll work. Don't mind me having a little bit of lunch. I need to go get me some fresh coffee from Love's. So, let's see. I have till the 29th at 7 o'clock PDT time to get out there to LA. First, I got to drive up there to this Syracuse, little over 3 hours away. So let's take this off here. And let's put this address in for this place. Montclair. Oh, okay, here we go. Up to say, all right, and then street. See, Brooks. Brooks and wants to put Avenue in. Not Brookside. Brook Street. There we go. Now it wants to house number 45. 45. How many hours will this say it is? Plus I gotta drive up there. I'll have to add that first location on. One day and 19 hours. Almost 2 full days. But obviously more than that with 10-hour breaks and stuff. So once I get out of this area of the country, I'll be able to make some good time. Once I get down there on the turnpike, I'll be able to bust loose and make some good time. Gonna have my Reuben from Arby's the other day. Wish I had a way to warm it up, but it'll be alright cold. We'll see if I have time to stop at the house on the way through Des Moines. See if it works out to where I can take my 10-hour break in Des Moines or not. See if there's some stuff I want to take off the truck. And then see if there's some other stuff, which there's a couple of things I need to grab food-wise. And there's something else that I'd done forgot at home and I can't remember what it was at this particular moment. It's not too bad cold. I still got ice in this from yesterday. Definitely feel them rocking around. Taking that heavy beer off. And then we'll see. Let's see. I'm supposed to be down there the morning of the 29th. That gives me another however many days there are in this month before the 1st of May. Roughly another 10 days to run loads and come back home to get to Des Moines, Iowa. So we'll see how they work that out. So it'll be interesting. Where I'm going, I'm going to be really close to where my uncle Jim lives and his wife Luana. They live up in Lewiston, right outside of Buffalo, and Syracuse isn't too far away from Buffalo either. And I'm going to be driving on Highway 90, and I'll go right by Buffalo, and I'm going to go right by that area with all them, with that sharp curve through, oh, what is that? I think I'll be going through that Cleveland, Ohio area. Um, that was a pretty cool area. There's a lot of pretty country up here, but there's just too many people, too many cars, and too many slow ups in this area of the country. You just get slowed down in a truck way too much. There's no way to trip plan or to know how much you're going to get slowed down and how late you're going to be based on whatever's going on the various highways you're at around this area of the country, because you got a construction or anything going on, it gets all bungled up and bottled up, and who knows how long it's going to take to get going back up to speed again, and how long you're going to be stuck going stop and go traffic. And I wound up in multiple of those situations yesterday. Good Lord, trying to get through the tunnels in Baltimore, Maryland was all bungled up. And there be my wife trying to call right in the middle of a live feed like always. I'll call her back here in a minute. Um, um, and then I had several different, it's just regular rush hour traffic. My timing was just sucked getting up by the New Jersey area and Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland area. I mean, just terrible timing. I should have almost waited and tried to get through later at night and just took like a 3-hour break or something and just waited. But no, I'm stubborn. I tried to just drive through it and tried to get through and wound up getting stuck in all that traffic. So I should have known better. Funny part is I tried to send a message saying I was going to be up here by 11 o'clock last night, no later than midnight. And I don't even think this place would have been opened anyways. But I don't feel so bad being my other CR England compadre over here was running late as well. So we were supposed to be here at like 9 o'clock this morning. We're about 2 hours late, roughly. We'd been here for about 20 minutes or more. I'll just call it we were here about 11. And I don't remember exactly what time we got here, but all in all, we didn't do too bad for how much slow ups we had to go through to get here. It was just plumb crazy with all the slow downs. I'm glad I don't drive over in this part of the country very much, but I don't know if I'm going to be frequenting this part of the country now because of the loads I'm going to be doing. We'll just have to see how it all works out. I'll just have to do the best I can. I got an almost 3. It is 2,836 miles for my next run. And this run that I'm getting unloaded from was only supposed to be 424 miles, and it took 424 or 454. 424 miles. And that should have been less than an 8-hour drive, but yet all those slow ups and slower speed limits in some places, things like that, there's no way I would have known some of that. I mean, and you can't plan for construction zones. You can't plan for multiple slowdowns on your shift. But I should have known coming into this part of the country that I would have ran into a little bit of that. So, whatever. It is what it is. On to the next load. I'll go pick up this next load and we will get running. And I believe this next load was supposed to be picked up last night anyway. Supposed to be picked up. No, it's supposed to be picked up at 2 o'clock today. It is, yeah, I'm going home on Mother's Day weekend, and me and my wife are planning a trip. We're probably going up to Mall of America and Great Wolf's Lodge. And we're most likely bringing one or both of the 2 little girls, my 7 and 5-year-old. We'll just see. We're going to go up there for a night, maybe 2 nights. And then I'm going to get back on the road Monday on the 13th after dinner. And we'll see where they send me from there. See if I wind up back down there by Cartersville, or if I go, who knows where I could wind up at running these beer loads. But I definitely got to get better at at scaling loads and doing this. Where's my paper at? I scaled this load 3 times. Cat scaled it 3 times. Should have left it the way it was the first time. Let's see. Is that my reweigh? This was my first weigh at the Love. I got too much of a glare. Can you guys see the... Hold on. I should have left my weights the way they were. That was my first weigh. And then I just totally messed it up because I'm not very good at doing it. My second weigh was... Let's see. Okay, here is my second weigh. totally bungled it up. And then this is where I wound up on my last way. And I just left it and I figured I would burn fuel off right there. But then I forgot that I have a sliding fifth wheel on this truck. I didn't even think about it until I was already way up the road. And I could have slid my fifth wheel to bring some more of that weight a little better. So, whatever. It'd been nice if I could have got it back to where I couldn't remember which hole I had my pin in on that first way. And I think I put it on the hole right next to it. Instead, I need to get me some like chalk or something to mark my holes when I'm doing this. But yeah. But what my weights when I was at the plate, where is my? Here it is. My weights when I was first scaling at Anheuser-Busch. This is how bad I am at this. Scaling and sliding tandems. That's my first weights right here when I pulled up onto the Anheuser-Busch scales. I had moved my tandems not all the way to the 40 mark. And there was my second weigh. I moved it thinking I would that's my steers, drives. So I moved, I basically almost reversed these two weights. And then when I moved it, I was right here. I should have just kind of left things the way they were off this first cat scale. But I'll get it. And then I got to remember I have that sliding fifth wheel on this truck. I'm not used to having a sliding fifth wheel. Most companies that I go to don't have sliding fifth wheels. They only have the ability to slide tandems. They usually have them bolted or welded down, so you can't do that. Yeah, I probably won't mess with my fifth wheel too much either, but I think I might need to move my fifth wheel. I don't know if I need to move it into a better position for these loads. I'm thinking I'm wondering if my loads are gonna be pretty much the same most of the time or if they're gonna fluctuate a lot. Because I'm running out of all Anheuser-Busch. I'm wondering if I'm going to run into a lot of fluctuating weights or if they're going to be right around the same, and if I can count on kind of setting my trailers to almost the same place all the time. We'll just have to see. It depends on how they load me at different locations. But if you look at how much space Oh, when you're back there standing, it feels like there's a lot more space than there should be. Like it could be, like the trailer should be a little, a little further up towards the back of the sleeper, just by like a little bit, because I'm used to kind of how. I guess I'm probably just used to the way Alan Ritchie always had theirs. And then I think it's probably in about the same place that Bay and Bay had their trailers, but they had those um, reefer units on the nose of those trailers too. So I just been spoiled. I haven't had to worry about sliding tandems or axle weights for years until I got dialed over to Bay and Bay. And when I was at K and B, I just seemed to be just I just seemed to know I could look at my weight of I could look at the weight of my paperwork, my bills, and look at my trailer, and I just kind of go okay, and I just put my trailer tandems in the spot, and I went and cat scaled it, and I rarely had to um, do a reweigh. Well, one reweigh. Usually I had to do just maybe one reweigh because I would get there and I might have been off and I only had to move it like one or two holes. I just could figure out on average I would just look at the holes and go, okay, it's like 250 to 500 a hole. I'll just move it about this many holes this way. And I didn't always get it in the hole I wanted to, but it always just kind of worked out. So it's not going that quite so smoothly, but I just need more experience with it. That's all it is. I'm not terribly worried about it. I just got to make sure I even out the weights better. I just been spoiled. I'm just used to be able to get in and go. That's why I can make good drive time because I just know how to get in and go and I don't stop. I'm not like some drivers who will stop all the time and try to feed their face. They are doing all this different stuff. You know, I've been on trucks with co-drivers that me and that co-driver we could make, you know, record times because we were both strong drivers and we'd never stop. And then I've been on trucks with drivers that just couldn't make good time because they were constantly stopping all the time. We had a couple of drive teams. One of us is done. And my co-conspirator over here is crooked as hell on her dock. So I don't know if green light. So I don't know if both our lights are green. I'm gonna let you guys go, but I'm gonna finish my sentence. I've been on, and I've seen teams where between the two guys, they both would have things that would slow the run down on like a dedicated route. Same run, same everything. Me and my co-driver would make record times, and then the two other people on another truck would constantly be late everywhere they go because one wouldn't drive their drive shifts out and the other one wanted to stop at all the restaurants all the time or had to stop and use the bathroom 50 million times during the drive shift, and so they were constantly stopping and not getting there. um, they're just not getting anywhere on time. So you gotta keep at it. You gotta keep going and always try to set a goal. You're gonna get this far before you stop. You're gonna go this far before you stop. As far as all this other stuff that slowed me down, like sliding tandems and stuff like that, that's just all new stuff. All right, I'm getting my paperwork.
Alrighty.
Cool, cool. Thank you, sir.
I kept the yellow one, so if I give it to the girl in the office, I'll just tell her that your pea cup fell over and landed on it.
Okay.
I know every driver has a pea cup in the truck.
Yeah, I have a pea jug.
Yeah.
I was gonna go dump it in the grass, but I'll
my
wait.
best friend's dad, he takes his little nephew with him. He's like, "Are you coming with you?" He's like, "Yeah, hold on, Grandpa, you gotta get my pea cup." And he wants to get the container, and he's like, he puts it in the truck and shit. So when they leave, they go to Florida or something, you can just go while you're driving down the highway and shit, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a pea jug. Every so often I replace it.
Crazy. All right.
Have a good one, man. I mean, yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to scan this paperwork. I forgot I was on the live feed there for a second. I'm gonna let you guys go as soon as I get turned around here. I gotta do my first time of scanning documents in with this. I think it's gonna be a easier deal. I think I just do a couple snapshots of stuff. Just trying to make sure I'm out of everybody's way. There you go, double check to make sure they didn't leave anything on the back of the trailer. Pretty sure that it's empty, but I gotta go double check. Just want to make sure I'm out of the way. They got us both unloaded about the same time. There's the other Sierra England driver right there. There's nothing left on her trailer. So I gotta do this. Which I can leave you guys on. I don't care. Go check to see if there's anything left on the trailer. Alright, let's go do this. Okay. Putting this stuff in. Alright, I gotta go take a look at this. Alright. I'm just gonna leave that stuff back there. I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. But they might make me pull them off. Like they at the place where I picked up at. Everything's fine. I'll just leave those right there. So just had to make sure that nothing was on there. I just gotta drive 3 hours empty. I need to scan these documents in real quick. See how to. Alright. All wax on top and bottom. Go scan these documents in real quick. Should just be a snapshot of the one bill of lading, a snapshot of the receipt for my load locks and straps, and take a snapshot of each one of the CAT scale tickets, and that should be it. I would think. I wouldn't think it would be anything complicated. So that's what I'm gonna do. So okay. I gotta take photos of the interior of the trailer. Seriously? I'm gonna let you guys go so I can do this, and I'll catch you guys later on. I'm gonna go. I guess I gotta take photos of the inside of the trailer. All right. Bye.